So in WWE 2k24, there is some things called custom matches. Now this is good if you wanted to just stray away from the normal matches. So for instance, if you go into creations, you've got two ways of doing this that I'll show you. If you go into custom matches here, you'll be able to add a new one. So this gives you the whole list of everything. So this is going to be custom rules, custom everything you like. So you've obviously got the first is the match type. So as we go down, depending on what you're going for, if you're going for Gauntlet, if you're going for War Games, Handicap, Royal Rumbles, then you've got the difference between an 8-man, so you got Battle Royale, or in the 6 superstars, you obviously have the Elimination Chamber. We have five superstars as well, Fatal 4-Way, Triple Threat, 2-on-2, and 1-on-1. You obviously have handicaps in this as well somewhere. I think it's if you went for... where is it? You've got handicaps. Oh, handicaps at the bottom here. So let's say we are going to go for... I'm interested with the Royal Rumble what we can actually do. So in this, you've obviously... in fact, that's not going to work. You can't do too much in that. We're going to go for a Fatal 4-Way. We'll go for a normal match. And what we have here is the pin or submission. So you can go with pin only, submission only, off, which will allow different ones. So as you can see, it will kind of change. So you've obviously got over the top rope, which is like a Battle Royale. You obviously then have... what else turned off then? First blood, okay, and finisher match. Perform finisher to win. That's pretty sick. And then over the top rope, that's fair enough. So say we're going to go with both as normal. We have 2 out of 3 falls, which is going to be basically you've got to win twice. You've got to basically win 2 out of the 3. So it's the first to 2 basically. Then obviously you've got KOs as well. So that is if you wanted to end the match a bit earlier. So if you're going for a finisher and it KOs him, that will end the match as well. So once you've done that, you obviously got trap opponent in object, force opponent into the exit the cage, war games only, cage match only as well. So then we go on to the rules. So this is got a DQ, you've got rope break automatic, you have got ring out, which is just basically you can either no exit or no count. Again, pretty interesting. You got falls count anywhere, so that is going to be if it's on, you won't be able to get out the ring anyway. Then obviously the time limit, we can put a time, for instance, like how we do in Iron Man. And then obviously you've got entrance run-ins, they're going to be different what are the interferences as such. Once we've passed all that, you'll then obviously have, and I think you've got eliminations there as well. So if you are going for, what is it? Is it submissions? No, you have to win in one way. There's another way of doing that. So I think that's maybe not in a fatal 4-way, in fact. So basically you've got an elimination. So for instance, if you're going on a kind of like an 8-man, you can do an elimination style as well just underneath here. So that basically means that if you've got 8 superstars going at each other, they're all 1 versus 1 versus 1. Whoever's the last to be eliminated wins, basically. So instead of kind of first to win, it's almost last to win as such. You've got to stay in like a last man standing. With then the match settings, we have got the finisher. You can obviously start with a finisher of 1 to 3 or none. Difficulty health, we can obviously have high, low or medium. Then you obviously have the steel cage and also cell type if you are doing that sort of match. We have then the different weapons that are going to be underneath the thing, underneath the ring. You obviously have a slipper, which is going to be interesting, but you can change that to whatever you want as well. And then finally, you can go over it and basically just save the name as well. So it is just going through what match type you've done. Now, there is another way of doing this. So say I'm not too fussed about creating a custom match that I want to play always. But if you go into play here, say, for instance, like I said, I wanted to go into... what is this? Okay, something different. We'll have to try that out. Say if I wanted to go into my 8-man kind of player teams. We've obviously got the difference. What do we got here? Choose this must my rise. Nice. So say we want to go into this one, we're going to just put random in. We go there we go. So then we go into match options, which is Y, and then we can custom match rules from here. So again, I don't have to necessarily make a match. This is not going to save as well, so it isn't going to be like that. It is going to be totally down to just what you put in at that time. So I could make it into an Iron Man if I really wanted to, or obviously if I go to the next one, I can turn it into an elimination. So the 8 superstars are battling to get each other out. Last one is the winner. And then once you've gone through all of this, you'll accept the match, and that's going to be the custom rules for just that match. So if I go off this now, it will say, are you sure you want to quit? Meaning now if I go back, then rules shouldn't be on. Yeah, they're not on. So you have to make them. So that's why either making your custom matches will be better, or if you, like I say, want to go off the cuff, maybe you're just deciding to try a different match, that is something you can do as well. But that is changing all the match rules and making a custom match. Let me know down below if it helped.